Hi, Dangal. Greetings. My name is Marilyn Nabayan. I'm the group leader of Group 4 with my co-members Capales, Demata, De Jaico, Escopete, Gargarino, Fabiala, Ignacio, Hesalva, and Malawi. So for our video presentation, we will present to you our midterm project. So let's start.
So, greetings everyone. My name is Leslie Dahayko and i-discuss ko po yung client.java. So, first po is pag-import ng Java util array list at list. Dito po is para ma-allow si program na gumamit po ng array list at list. Ito naman po is pag-create po ng class name. And class name po natin is client and mga attributes. Ito po next is attributes. So, ang ginamit po namin access modifier is private. Dito po, ibig sabihin is yung scope niya is sa same class lang. And int and string po yung mga data types na ginamit po namin. Registration year and client ID yung variable name. Ito naman po is associates many dentist for a1 client. Dito po yung dentist object po natin is ipapasok po natin sa array list. Ito naman po is array list for year list and its counter for client ID format. Ito po is yung year list and year counters po is ipapasok po natin sa array list. And yung integer po is yung data type nila. Dito po next is constructor. So yung constructor po hindi na po need ng class. And may 4 parameters po tayo dito. And yung constructor po is gumagana po siya kapag yung client po natin is naggawa ng another object po ulit. Ito naman po is validation po dun sa user input. Ayan, if client equal null or logical operator na or client name that trim is empty is ito-throw po ni program na client name cannot be empty or null. And dito po, kahit may isang mag-true dyan is hindi na po gagana yung program kasi may error po siya. Kumbaga, error dun sa in-input ni user. So, ito po, assignment. So, this registration year equal registration year. So, yung year, this po is kasi same sila ng variable name. And int year index, nakaset siya sa -1. Dito po is, sinecheck niya kung yung year na po is nag-exist na po agad, ay na already. Kumbaga dito, titigil lang siya kapag yung if na to, yung condition sa if is nag-true, then magbe-break na po siya. Yung for loops. Int year ID count, ayan po. Dito naman po is pag-check kung yung year na inad po ba ni user is bago or yung may nag-exist na rin. So, if year index equal -1, meaning po yung year na yun is bago lang dun sa list. Kumbaga walang katulad. So, year list add registration year yung input ng user. Then, year counters add 1 kasi bago pa lang siya kaya 1 pa lang count niya. And year ID count nakaset siya sa 1 ulit. Kapag naman else, ibig sabihin ay nag-exist na yung year na yon. So, year ID count naman niya is i-increment niya kasi meron na nga ganun. Then, years counters that set, you index year ID count. So, isa-set niya po yung year counters niya po dun sa ito po index. Then, yung year ID count na may +1 na. Ito naman po is yung sa ID client format. So, yun, this client ID registration year. So, ito po, ibig sabihin po nito is dapat yung year niya is may 4 digits po. Ito naman po is para sa encapsulation kasi yung mga attributes po natin is naka-private. Kaya ito po is yung way ng para ma-access po natin yung mga attributes. Ayan, getters. Ayan, public string get client ID, need po siya ng may return para makuha yung laman nitong client ID. Dito naman po sa set, yung mga pagsiset po ni user, kung ano pong in-input niya. Ayan, this client name. Puro same name po sila, kaya lahat may this. Ito naman po, association. Ito po yung dentist, add yung inad po natin yung object na dentist sa dentist na array list. And yung dentist na po na yun is sinet niya po na dentist ni client dun sa mismong dentist na inad mo. Kung ano yung mismong dentist na inad mo. Das public list, dentist, get dentist, return dentist. Ito yung return po ng lahat ng dentist. And that's all lang po sa client.java. So, greetings po everyone. My name is Leslie Dahayko and i-discuss ko po yung dentist.java. So, first po yung pag-import po ng array list. Dito po is para ma-allow po si program na gumamit po ng array list. Public class po, yung dentist po ang class name natin. And dito po is mga attributes. Private ang access modifier po namin. Meaning, dito is nasa same class, ma-access lang siya sa same class. And static po, ito po yung meaning, magiging isang copy lang po siya nitong tong gantong yan. And may string int po tayo na data types, then dentist ID, dentist name yung variable name. And may array list din po tayo na string yung data type, then yung name is dentist services offered. Ito po is yung pag-declare po ng private client, dentist client. So, dito po is, ito po yung class po natin to na, dito yung store natin yung mga object po na ginawa po dito sa class na to. Ito po public constructor, public dentist, ito po, hindi na po siya needed ng class. And ginagamit lang po ito pa kapag nag-create po ng another object po. And ito po yung mga parameters niya na laman po na yon. Ito po is sa input validation. If dentist name equal null or dentist name dot trim is empty, ito throw po ni program itong employee name cannot be empty. So dito, kahit anong mag-true sa kanila is true na yon kasi gawa nito ang OR na logical operator. Ito naman po mga pag-assign lang po, this dentist ID equals string format. So ito pong for din na to is in-assure niya po na magiging for lang yung format nung dentist ID. And kada pagganan is nag-increment yung base employee ID++. So, gumamit po kami ng this dito kasi yung mga variable po namin is magkakasame lang. And ito naman po sa encapsulation kasi yung attributes po namin is private. And yung getters po is para po makakuha o ma-access po yung mga, mga variable po namin. Ayan, public string get dentist return dentist ID, then get dentist name, then yun po. Association method that associates single client. So, dito po, public void set client. So, yung client po is ito po yung pinasa niya na object. Then, this dentist client equal dentist client. Then, public client, get client. Is yung return client. Dentist client po ang i-return niya. And that's all lang po.
Bangal greetings. I am Richmond Diaz Copete and I will be explaining about my part. Ang code na ito ay nag-i-import ng mga kinakailangan libraries tulad ng buffered reader, input stream reader, IO exception, array list, at list upang magamit sa input handling at data storage. Sa loob ng main class, nagdi-declare ito ng tatlong master list kagaya ng dentist list, client list, at transaction list na ginagamit upang mag-store ng mga object na may kinalaman sa dentist, client, at kanilang transactions. Bukod dito, may dalawang arrays kagaya ng service prices at name of services na naglalaman ng presyo at pangalan ng bawat dental service na in-offer ng system. Dito naman sa may dummy data ng dentist, ito ay nagdi-define ng isang method na populate dummy data na ginagamit upang maglagay ng sample o dummy data sa system. Sa loob nito, nag-create ng iba't ibang array list para sa bawat dentist kung saan inilalagay ang mga dental services na kanilang ino-offer tulad ng fillings, tooth extraction, check-up and cleaning, at teeth whitening. Layunin nito na magkaroon ng initial data na maaaring gamitin para sa testing o demonstration ng system. Dito naman sa may create dentist, ito ay nag-create ng 4 na dentist objects na may kanilang pangalan, address, contact number, commission rate, at list ng services na ino-offer. Ang list ng services na ino-offer, ang bawat object ay kumakatawan sa isang dentist na gagamitin sa system upang ma-manage ang kanilang information at services. Dito naman sa may add to dentist list, ito ay nag-a-add ng 4 na dentist objects sa dentist list upang lahat ng dentist ay may store sa isang list na gagamitin ng system para sa pag-manage at pag-access ng kanilang information. Thank you po.
Hi, Dangal. Greetings everyone. My name is Justin Tormalawit. Sa video na to, explain ko yung logic sa system namin, yung doctor clinic management system. Magpo-focus ako sa part ko, which is yung client initialization at kung paano nakokontrol yung main menu sa buong flow ng program. Sisimulan natin dito sa pag-setup ng initial yung client 1, 2, 3, new client na yan. Ito. Yan, hindi ko kasi ma-highlight. Ang logic dito sa line na to is object instantiation. Ginagamit natin yung new client constructor ito. Para mag-pass ng parameters gaya ng name at registration year. Once na nagra-run to, automatic tina-target ng code yung logic sa background para mag-generate ng client ID based on input year. Like yung automatic na mag-account niya, 2005-001. Ganun. At dito naman tayo sa list population, ginagamit natin yung .add. Yan, yung .add na yan. Tsaka ito, yung .add na yan. Method para i-store yung client's object sa ating array list. Ang function nito is for data persistence. Kumbaga, kailangan natin silang i-save sa list para ma-detect sila ng system kapag ginamit natin yung search at yung transaction function mamaya. So, ito namang transaction 1 equal new transaction client 1 tsaka yung 2, 3. Dito naman sa logic naman na to is ginagamit natin yung object association. Ipapasa natin yung client 1 object as reference sa transaction class. Function wise, nililink natin yung bill at service sa specific profile ng client na nasa memory na natin. Hindi na natin kailangang i-type ulit yung details niya. Ganon din sa yung 2, 3, yun na nga, di na natin kailangan i-type yung data. Since meron tayong dummy person para doon. Pero sa main menu, pwede tayo mag-add ng client tsaka dentist. Ayun, katulad na ito, 1 and 2. And yun yung function. Sa third option namin is yung manage record update archive. Ang ginagawa nito is i-control yung point para sa update at i-archive ang object nito. Mag-search ng ID sa listahan para palitan o remove yung objects na details. Sa option 4 naman, yung create transaction. Dito ina-interact lahat ng classes natin. Nililink nito yung services price at pinipili yung doctor na gusto ng client para i-set up na natin, ganun. Tapos yung option 5, yung show report, yung show report, para i-display lang yung mga transaction list, yung summary ng lahat ng naging transaction. Yung exit program naman is para matapos na yung program.
Greetings everyone, I am James Demata, and we are now talking about the dentist field of details. It is responsible para po sa pag-add ng mga information ni dentist, not just by the adding details, but also for updating them. So, now, we can enter the dentist name, address, contact number, and also their commission rate. After adding the details, they can now choose what service they can provide, whether it is fillings, checkup and cleaning, teeth whitening, or tooth extraction. It will throw unexpected value if they don't choose any of them. And if the service does not contain the service value, ibig sabihin nun, wala pa po naman yung dentist service offered natin, i-add niya yung service value na yun. Else, kapag nandun na siya, is magpo-prompt na siya ng already added. Next one is they can offer an additional service if they choose yes, and they can exit na if they choose that's all. And next, after na makapag-add ng user ng mga informations niya, is i-return niya yung dentist informations na yan dito. And here sa dentist details is gumawa tayo ng new dentist and isasali natin yung laman ni dentist bill of details, which is yung na-return natin na dentist. Next is i-add niya na yun sa ating array list ng dentist list. I-add niya yung new dentist. Then after that is i-display naman niya yung dentist ID natin para wala man dentist kung ano yung respective ID niya, and it will prompt us this information is successfully added. So now we can also see here. First, we choose font, our dentist details. They can enter their name, address, contact information, as well as the commission rate. Now here is the service they can provide. Whether they use 1, 2, 3, 4, and they Successfully, Mara chooses tooth extraction. It prompts service successfully added, and now prompts if they want to add additional service, and they choose that's all. Then after that, we can see now the dentist information. The dentist ID is 005, and the dentist information is successfully added into the system. So that's all for
Greetings everyone, my name is Jeremiah Jasalba and explain ko po sa inyo yung part ko, which is yung method po na public static client fill up details. Yung ginagawa po ng method na to is para po kumuha ng input at mag-create po ng client object. Then yung method po na to na set border is ito po yung parang magiging design o border po para mas maayos po tignan yung console. Then magpiprint po yung fill all your customer information. Then dito po is nag-declare po kami ng variables, client name, client address, client contact, and client year. So dito po ilalagay para po dito po mag-store po yung mga in-input ni user. Then dito po is system out print in, enter client year added. So mag-enter po si user ng year. Then dito po is system out print, enter client name. So name po ni client. Then next po is system out print, enter client address. So mag-enter po si client ng kanyang address. Then system out print, enter client contact number. So mag-enter po si user ng contact number. Then return new client, client year added, client name, client address, client contact. So yung mga value po na nilagay ni user is mapupunta po siya sa client na object. Then next po is itong method na po is public static void add client details. Dito naman po yung method na to is para po i-save yung client sa list. Client new client fill up details. Ito po is yung parang tinatawag niya po yung first method para po makakuha ng input at makagawa po ng bagong client. Then next po is client list that add new. So dito po is array po siya. So ina-add niya po yung mga bagong client sa client list. Then next po ito yung set border po ulit. Isa po siyang design po para po sa console. Then system out print ln your client ID is, so magpiprint po ng yung client na tatawagin niya po yung method na client ID. So ang re-return po nito is ID po, bagong ID ng client. Then next po is system out print client details successfully added. So magpiprint po yan. Then next po is yung set border is ito po yung parang final border po para po mas maayos po tingnan yung output. Ayun lang po. Salamat po.
Greetings, my name is John Michael D. Fabiala and I will explain the manage records method naman po. So, yung purpose po ng method na to is for managing the record in the system, especially po yung updating and yung archiving dentist and client data. So, kapag pinili po ng user yung option 3 sa main menu, etong method yung tatawagin ng system. So, if dentist list size equals client size, so unang ginagawa ng system is chine-check kung may existing dentist or client sa list. So, at eto, if parehong walang laman yung list, magpapakita ng yung system ng message na need muna mag-add ng dentist or client bago mag-manage ng records. So, kapag may laman naman yung list or system, ipapakita ng system yung dalawang management option. Merong update record, then yung archive record. So, kapag pumili yung user, gumamit kami dito ng switch case statement. So, kung update yung pinili, mapupunta siya sa update records method. Then, kung archive naman yung pinili, mapupunta siya sa archive records method. Then, next naman po is yung find dentist index method. So, yung method na to is para ma-search yung dentist inside the dentist list using dentist ID. So, yung ginagawa po ng system is meron ditong for loop. So, una, iniikot niya muna yung buong dentist list gamit yung for loop. So, So, habang umiikot yung loop, chine-check ng system kung yung dentist ID na in-enter ng user is kapareho dun sa pinapahanap. Then, kapag may match naman, binabalik ng system yung index position dun sa dentist sa list. Then, kung wala namang nahanap na match, magre-return yung method ng return negative 1, which means dentist not found in the system. Then, next naman is yung find client index method. So, parang same lang din siya dun sa dentist search, but yung sa client list naman. So, una, iniikot ng system yung buong client list. Then, kung may client na same doon sa client ID, kapag nag-match, babalik ng method yung position ng client sa list. Then, kung wala naman, magre-return lang siya ng negative 1, which means client not found. Then, next naman po is yung update records method. So, yung method na to is for updating existing record in the system. So, yung unang ginagawa ng system is tatanungin yung user kung anong type ng record yung gusto niyang i-update. Meron ditong dentist or client. Then, if dentist naman yung pinili ng user, hihingi yung system ng dentist ID. Then, etong dentist ID to update. Then, after nun, gagamit yung system ng find dentist index method para hanapin yung dentist sa list based dun sa in-enter ng user. Then, kung yung result is negative 1, ibig sabihin walang dentist na may ganong ID. Kaya, mag-show yung system ng message na dentist na not found. Then, if nahanap ng kung nahanap naman ng yung dentist or yung nagmatch doon yung pinapahanap ng user, mag-start yung system ng updating process. Tatawagin niya yung dentist fill up details para mag-enter ulit ng bagong information. So, after nun, makuha ng bagong information, papalitan ng system yung lumang record sa list gamit yung dentist list set search index, then yung update dentist. So, basically, yung nangyayari dun sa system is yung old dentist data papalitan ng new dentist data. Then, next naman po is if client naman po yung pinili ng user, same process lang din yung nangyayari, pero client naman. So, maghahanap yung system ng client ID gamit tong find client index. Then, kung nahanap naman yung client, papalitan yung data gamit yung client list set search. Then, etong update client. So, ibig sabihin po is pinalitan ng system yung lumang client information ng bagong update information. Then, if tapos na po yung process, magpapakita yung system ng message na successfully yung update ng client sa records. Then, yun lang po for my part.
Hello everyone, Dakar greetings. My name is Jason P. Gargarino and this is my part which is archive records. Dito po sa method na to is para lang po mag-archive or mag-delete ng records from dentist or client. Then, for the first part po is nag-initialize lang po kami or nag-declare lang po kami ng variable na int menu choice, then string client search ID, then string dentist search ID, and int search index. Then, set border po na method is for UI purposes lang po siya or naglalagay lang po ng design sa console. Then, yung search system.out.printf, kumbaga, nagpapakita lang po siya ng menu sa dentist or client kung ano ang pipiliin. Then, dito po sa menu choice, integer parse int, reader red line, kinukuha lang po nito yung input ng user at kino-convert po to integer. Then, sa switch naman po, mas pinili po namin dito yung switch statement.
Base po, nag-decide po kami kung ano po kasi ang gagawin sa base sa choice ng user. Bale, ang ginamit po namin dito is yung modern po ng paggamit ng switch, which is yung medyo pinaikli. Dito po sa case 1 is hinihingi lang po namin yung enter dentist ID to archive. Then search index, then find dentist index, dentist search ID. Bale, hinahanap lang po nito yung index ng dentist sa list. Then dito naman po is gumamit po kami ng if else statement, which is sa if po, i-check po niya kung hindi po nahanap yung dentist. Kapag hindi po nahanap, magpiprint po yung dentist not found. Then i-return niya po ng ititigil po yung method kung wala pong nahanap. Then sa pangalawa po is system.out.println archiving dentist information. Then dito po sa dentist list remove, bale tinatanggal niya lang po yung dentist sa list. Then dito po is lalabas po, nagpiprint lang po yung confirmation na successful. Tapos method po ulit na set border for UI purpose lang po ulit for design. Then yung case 2 po is same logic lang po siya sa dentist, but for clients naman po tong case 2. Dito po sa case 2 is hingin lang po ulit namin yung enter client ID to archive. Then dito lang po sa client search ID reader red line, kinukuha lang po yung input ng user. Then search index to find client index, client search ID, bale hinahanap lang po nito yung client sa list. Then if else statement po ulit, ganun lang din katulad ng case 1. Kapag hindi rin po nahanap, magpiprint po yung client not found, then return. Ito lang po yung mag-i-stop ng execution ng code. Then ganun lang po ulit, system.out.println archiving client information. Then client list remove, search index, tinatanggal lang po ulit yung client sa list. Tapos magpiprint po yung client information successfully archived. Then yung set border po na final design sa output for UI purposes lang din po ulit siya. So yun lang po. Maraming
Hi, Tangal greetings. My name is Marilyn Navea and I'll be explaining the create transaction method of the main class. So, first we have the create transaction method. So, bago tayo nag-start, we initialize some variables like available dentist, na array list, tapos client found, etc. Next, we have basic validation dito. So, if the dentist list and client list is empty, the system will prompt add client and dentist available first. Kasi nga, logic-wise, we can't have a transaction without a patient or a doctor. So next, we have the searching for client. So hihingiin ng system yung client ID and we use for each loop to scan the client list. So kapag nag-match yung input sa existing ID in the system, we store the client in the client found variable. And if client found naman remains null, so nag-terminate yung process tapos nagpiprint yung system ng client not found in the system. So next is the service selection loop. So here, after natin ma-validate yung client, we instantiate a new object which is yung create transaction. Then we enter the while another transaction loop, and this allows the user to add multiple services in one go. So inside the loop, we have here the display services. So we loop through the name of services array to show the menu, tsaka yung prices na rin. And service check, we use this has service, chosen service to make sure na hindi duplicate yung service na pinili ni user since bawal nga naman dalawang beses gawin yung isang service sa isang transaction. So next is the special logic para sa tooth count since we have yung mga transaction na kailangan ng tooth count. So kung si user pumili siya ng etong fillings and tooth extraction, may gagawin tayo. So since usually ang gantong operation is china-charge siya per tooth, yung system nag-a-ask siya how many tooth to operate. Kumbaga ilang ngipin yung parang operahan kung fillings or tooth extraction ba yon. So next, we calculate the initial price using this formula. Initial price equals initial price times tooth count. Then, ayun, ina-update niya yung initial price. So, for example, kunyari, nagpa-extraction sa user, tapos ang price ng extraction per tooth is 500. And dalawang ngipin yung ipapa-extract ni user, so magiging 1,000 yun since 500 times 2. Then, after selecting a service, the system filters the dentist. Here na yon sa displaying available dentist. So, the get dentist services here sa baba, it checks the dentist using the contains chosen service. So, if a dentist is qualified dun sa pinili ni user na service, the dentist is added to the available dentist counter list here. Then, if walang available, the loop continues back to the start. Otherwise, the user picks their preferred dentist na lang. So, finally, when the service is added to transaction via here sa create transaction add service, the system asks the or client if they want to add another service. So, kapag na-type sila ng yes, here, so ang mangyayari, uulit yung loop from the start, where if not, or nag-no si user, the transaction flag become false, and last step is i-add na ng system yung completed transaction dun sa ating main transaction list, and nagdi-display siya ng total price. Tapos, using ito, get total price. And that's it. The transaction is saved and the user gets a success message. So that's all for the pay transaction method in the main class. Thank you.
Well, greetings everyone. My name is Brent Michael S. Ignacio. And ang part ko po sa project na to is yung show transaction reports. And yung method na to is para sa, doon na sa may pangalan para mag-display yung reports niya. Then, dito tayo sa set border. And ang ginagawa lang ng set border, print lang design border. Then, ang sunod nito, yung print na yung transaction reports. Yung title natin. Then, yung variable ng dentist counter. I-numbering natin, start as 1. Then, magluloop na tayo. Ilulup natin to sa lahat ng dentist. Then, yung sa dentist list. And, ito na yung apat na system printout na dentist number, dentist ID, dentist name, and magluloop na ulit tayo for loop sa mga dentist services. And after nun, papakita natin yung system out ng service name. Then, yung sa boolean naman, set natin as false. Pagka, yung service found dito equals false. Pagka walang if may client or wala. Then, for loop again tayo. For loop naman tayo sa lahat ng transaction list. Lahat ng transactions. Then, if else, check natin kung may dentist sa transaction na yon. Then, for loop. Lulup natin yung services sa transaction. And then, if else, check natin yung if else, tapos yung service kung nagmamatch ba. Then, i-ano natin yung service found. Set natin yung service found equals true. Na, ayun na yung nag-indicate na may client na yung na yan. Dentist na yun. And, sunod tayo. Piprint lang ng empty line. And, system out na tayo ng client ID, client name, and total payment. Sinushow lang natin yung variable na yun. Then, ito yung if service not found. If pag wala yung service, pag walang client, mag-show siya mag-print out siya ng no clients. No clients yet. Then, mag-border na ulit. Print out ng border, kada dentist yan. Kada dentist. Then, may method na tayo. Simulan natin sa exception. And, buffer reader ang ginamit natin ngayon para sa input ng user. Then, menu choice, dun in-store yung ng user. Then, add sample data sa populate dummy data. sabay maglagay na tayo ng do while. Start na natin yung loop. Do while. So, input validation for strings at right. And display menu na. Papakita na natin yung menu choices, menu options. Then, menu choice, yung parse int. Yan yung magbabasa ng user input. Then, if menu choice, dito na tayo. Ito naman yung nag-check kung invalid ba yung choice ng user, kung 0 hanggang 6. Then, set boarding na ulit. And so on. Sabay, magka-catch na tayo dito. Yung number format exception, kung letters ba yung nilagay niya. And mag-print out yan. Menu choice must be integer. Sabay, switch case na tayo. Switch to the chosen system operation. Choose action kung mag-add ng dentist. Yung case 1. Case 2 kung mag-add ng client. Case 3 if mag-manage ng data. Case 4 if mag-create ng transaction. Case 5 kung mag-show or display ng reports. And case 6, pang exit lang to. Then mag-print out ng thank you for using the system. System terminated. And system exit. And hanggang yung choice niya hanggang exit lang. Not until 6. And yun lang po. Thank you very much.
Greetings everyone, I'm Jens Capales. I will explain my part. These class represent a single dental transactions. It groups together a client, the services they availed, the dentist involved, and the total cost. Starts with attributes. The client stores who the transactions belongs to. Then there are three parallel lists: services availed, dentist, and prices. Each index across this list corresponds to one service entry. For example, index 0 in all three lists refers to the same service, its assigned dentist, and its price. Finally, total price keeps a running total of all added services. And the next is constructor. Next is the constructors. When a transaction object is created, it requires a client. This ensures every transaction is tied to a specific person from the start. And for the getters, this method simply exposes the internal data. You can retrieve the list of the services, dentists, prices, and total price, and the associated, which means updates are controlled through specific method instead of direct modification. Now, the core behavior. The add service method is the most important part. It takes a service name, a dentist, and price. When called, it adds each value into its respective list and immediately updates the total price. This keeps everything synchronized and avoid the calculating total later. Lastly, the has service method checks if a specific service already exists in the transactions. It uses the contains method from the list, making it simple and efficient for validation or duplicate checks. And that's all.
So that's all for our midterm video presentation of our project. We hope you understand how our system works. So thank you.